big breaking news that we are getting for our viewers at this point in time. And we are getting back to the big story, the war that's currently underway between US, Israel and Iran. And the big news we are getting for you is that was there an attempt to assassinate Ali Larijani? This is the update that we are getting for you. Massive claim has been made by Israel amid the war that's still going on. Israel is claiming that Ali Larijani has been targeted. Now, who is Ali Larijani? He is Iran's security chief. Israel attempted to assassinate Ali Larijani, the secretary of Iranian regime's National Security Council, in Iran last night. Larijani is one of the most important figures in Iran today and is actually considered number 2 as far as the regime is concerned, the regime that rules Iran and its people. The assassination attempt, we have learnt, was carried out following an operational opportunity that Israel tried to exploit. The IDF is still examining the results of this attack. Let me straight away go across to my colleague Mayank, who is joining us live right now. He's tracking all the developments from Israel. Mayank, what is the update that you can share with us, update involving Ali Larijani?
A major package of aircrafts, combat aircrafts, was sent from Israel side, as the sources have told us, and they had targeted places, multiple places at 3 different areas actually, and which included Tehran also. Now the aim, the goal, as the sources said, that it was to primarily it hurts one of the people mainly was Ali Larijani, who happens to be the supreme of the National Security Council of Iran. Not only that, he is said to be the person who is friend, philosopher, and a sort of a guide for entire national security establishment of Iran. So what you see is actually, and the targeting included not only the defensive infrastructure, all the military infrastructure, air defense elements, and any command and control center, whichever could be used for either offensive or defensive purposes. So the entire envelope was expanded in such a way, or rather it was included in such a way that it hits the military bases there. And the sources said that it was pivotal, it was aimed at hitting leadership. Now leadership in that case, specifically some people said, some sources said that it was also aimed at Ali Larijani, who happens to be playing a very significant role in the entire milieu, and as far as the structure and the guidance towards the national security policy planning is concerned right now. And it happens to be a period of crisis. In such a period of crisis, if the leaders are hit, that becomes a major victory and a morale booster for the one side. So all these operations are aimed at, 1, hitting the military infrastructure, 2, hitting the leadership. So if it happens so, and the packages, as the officers told here, the sources told here, had been mixed packages of every kind of warfare, combat elements which could be involved.
Right. So important updates we have got, and this is all according to reports as you're telling us, Mayank, and what you've learned from your sources. As of now, it's only the Israeli media that is claiming that its military has targeted Iran's security chief, a very, very important person as far as the Iranian current regime is concerned, Ali Larijani, in an overnight strike. Have we heard anything official from the Israeli Defense Forces in this regard? Because they've been very quick in giving out information of every big operation that they have carried out ever since the war started. Have we heard anything officially from Iran? What is being reported by Iranian media on this?
Nothing official as of now, but then there's a term in military which is said as post-operation analysis. So those things must be being carried out by the people in the Israeli Defense Forces. So we might get to know or get to hear of the targets which were hit, or the details of the targets which were hit in some time. So waiting for that. But then yes, the sources said that the primary aim was to hit the leadership, and which included specifically the supreme of National Security Council of Iran, and Ali Larijani, so to name it.
But do we know whether he's alive, he was killed or got injured in this airstrike that we are talking about? What's being said by Israel right now, officially or unofficially?
Interestingly, the kind of appearances which are made from either from the Israel leadership or from the Iran leadership is a little, I mean, not very open or social. I mean, these people are coming in society or in open areas. So that could be one of the postures to defensive postures also, to keep the leadership in or away from the harm. Because AIM had right from the beginning to hit the top leaders and to remove them. So as a matter of security, defense, defensive posture, these people will be or rather allowed to make public appearances in a very studied manner. So that has not been taking place since some time. But then, as happened recently, as early as yesterday, that lots of videos had to be brought out by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to counter the kind of a propaganda which was taking place as far as.
Absolutely. Mayank, stay on with us. More breaking inputs coming in at this point in time. Fresh statement, in fact, has been put out by Iranian Foreign Minister. Iran has rejected the ceasefire claims. It's day 18 of the war that's still going on. And according to Iranian Foreign Minister, I mean, he has said, and I'm quoting him here, we are engaged in a proud resistance. We will continue this resistance without any hesitation. I reiterated that we did not send any message or demand a ceasefire, but this war must end in a way that it will not be repeated again. Arisan Singh, who is an author, joining us on the broadcast this afternoon. Thank you for speaking with us here on Times Now. Two important updates have taken place, and I'd like to get your reaction on both of them. Let's start with the first one. The claims that are being made by Israeli media at this point in time that there was perhaps an assassination bid. Military of Israel, in fact, has reportedly targeted Iran's security chief, Ali Larijani. How do you see this development? What does this mean for the war?
See, from past experience, I can only tell you that there's no doubt about the fact that the Israelis have a very deep penetration into Iran. But what is happening inside Iran, we don't know, because there are no journalists there at the moment. What people are gleaning, is from social media, etc. So we really don't know what is happening inside Iran. But Israel, yes, there are a lot of journalists active there, including from the Indian media. So we are getting some kind of some kind of a glimpse as to what is the situation there. So I would like to comment on this at the moment, too premature. But nevertheless, when Israelis claim this kind of a thing, I mean, there is credibility.
Okay.
I mean, there is a certain amount of credibility.
All right. Mr. Arisan Singh, appreciate you joining us here on Times Now and sharing with us your perspective. We have to now